Hey good people, this is Matisse, your lifestylist, and I'm back with another video. I'm thankful that you guys have come back to share our lives together. That's how I feel sometimes. And if you are here, then you want to be able to be supported. You want to support somebody. You want to love on somebody. You want to encourage somebody, motivate somebody, and lift somebody up. And be lifted up. Be motivated and encouraged. So if you are here, that's what you're here for. So today we're just going to jump right into it. First of all, I turn 44 tomorrow. No big deal. I feel blessed to, have another day. And as we start hitting middle age, then as we start hitting middle age, we start thinking, now what's next on this journey? What's the next half of my life going to be like? And so that brings me to my jewel for the day. My jewel for today is there is no traffic on the last mile. That's my jewel. There's no traffic on the last mile. How many of you have been in a metropolitan traffic jam? One time I was on I-10 in LA and I went 3 miles and it took an hour. 1 hour to go 3 miles. It's frustrating. It's stressful. It's discouraging. But as soon as we hit that thoroughfare and we were coming back home from LA. So as soon as we got to Arizona, no traffic. Easy sailing all the way. And as long as you gassed up, you're going to make it. You're not going to have no interference. But you got to get through that traffic first. There's no traffic on the last mile, so why don't you push through? Okay. So, in order to get to that last mile, you got to invest in your second wind. How you invest in it? You pray about it, you think about it, you read about it, you learn about it, you hold on and press forward towards it. If you can get that second wind, then you'll have the wind in your sails. And when you have the wind in your sails, it's smooth sailing from there. Oh, it ain't gonna be perfect. But in comparison to those choppy waters, it's gonna just smoothly sail along within your destiny. So this is just another trek on our destiny, another step towards our destiny. So our jewel for today is that fight for your second wind. Push and strive and hold out for that second wind. Because if you catch that second wind and you get to the last mile, you're not going to have no competition. You're going to exalt yourself and be uplifted because there's no traffic on the last mile. If you want to get the wind in your sails, and you want life to be a little bit more graceful. I hesitate in saying the word easy. But if you want life to be a little bit more graceful, then you have to let that wind get in your sails. And the only way you can do that is by catching the second wind. And where you're going to catch your second wind is on the last mile. Runners, they get their second wind and can go down the home stretch, normally pass all the competition. That's the butterfly. That's my jewel for today. So, my butterfly for today, I want to talk to you about the interest rate. So, today is the 6th, and the interest rate, the national average interest rate today is 3.5% on a 30-year mortgage. That's one of the lowest of all times. 3.5%, that's like free money. That's what the SBA is giving, so people can save their businesses. 3.5% on 30-year. But it's 2.6% on a 15-year. Okay, let me tell you why this is important. If you can be disciplined and put a little bit extra money towards your mortgage, you could at least cut your mortgage in half. At least. So, let me tell you, on a $240,000 home, the difference in putting your mortgage on a 15-year mortgage at 2.6% instead of a 30-year mortgage at 3.5% is only $600 a month. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but we're talking about half of the time. We're talking about having your home paid off by the time your kids go to college. Then that money goes towards college. Now, to make it more affordable, you pay it every 2 weeks. If you pay your mortgage every 2 weeks on a 30-year note, you're taking 7 years off a 30-year note just by paying it every 2 weeks, because you're paying an extra payment a year. But if you do it every 2 weeks on a 15-year mortgage, then you're really only paying it for like 12 years. So imagine how much time you wasted in the last 12 years. Imagine how much money you wasted in the last 12 years. We're only talking about $20 a day. Most people go out to eat at lunch and then go get them 2 sodas. They're spending $20 a day to shorten your mortgage in half or less than half. And we're talking about $240,000 mortgage. It's only $300 on a $120 mortgage. Hold on to your car a few more years. Don't take that extra car note. We're talking about something that only accrues value, incurs value, and accrues value. A home. We ain't talking about, a car that loses value as soon as it comes off the lot. We're not talking about all the money that you throw away trying to relax because you're not happy in your home, when you can just go buy you a home where you can relax, save the money, put it towards your mortgage, and be done with it in 15 years. I mean, that's just if you have the extra income. If you don't have the extra income, there's nothing wrong with a 30-year mortgage. And at 3.5%, it really ain't nothing wrong with it. But if you want to be aggressive, that's the way to do it. Real quick, on an FHA loan, 580 is the minimum score. But you're going to go through heck trying to get a mortgage through at 580. Take the extra time and effort to clear up your credit and try to get your credit score a little higher. At 640 is the preferable minimum. It goes much easier if you have a minimum of 640 on your credit score. At 680, you have what we call an automatic underwriting. And what automatic underwriting is where they put your information in and they believe what you say. So it automatically goes to the system. If you hit the criteria, then pretty much you're going to go ahead and smooth sailing through the loan. At 700, you can get what you want. They don't even check what you say, which, if you have a 700 credit score, you got to have some credibility anyway. So at 700, you're at automatic underwriting, and it's just easier. And there are specific ways, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, how to get there with not as much effort as what you think. Now, if you want to get a 203K loan, which is an FHA loan, but it also gives you money to fix up a home, then your minimum credit score is going to be 640. So that's just a little bit of a butterfly, just to tickle your fancy, to get you motivated into home ownership. If you want to own a home, you can do it. Here are more tips on how to do it. Now, today's resource. Today's resource is going to be Credit Karma. I'm not getting paid by Credit Karma. This is not sponsored. I'm just telling you what I did. Now, Credit Karma, what you need to do is you set up an account with Credit Karma. If your credit score is low, but you can't really tell why, it's going to tell you why. And there's a score simulator in Credit Karma. And what it's going to do is going to guide you on what to pay, how much to pay, and how it will affect your credit. So you're not going in there blindly. You might want to go in there and pay off a $600 hospital bill that won't affect your credit at all. Won't give you any extra points. When there's a credit card that you could pay, there's 3 credit cards that you could pay down to 25%, which we talked about before, and you get 60 points. So we want to work smartly and wisely. We don't want to waste our money. So that's why you go on a Credit Karma or find you a good lender like Taylor Ward at First Oklahoma Mortgage. Anyway, find you a good lender or get on Credit Karma, and so it can tell you what to do and you take your direction that way. Okay, so that's my little resource for the day. Now, my update. I thought I had COVID again. I didn't, thank God. I had a little bit of bronchitis, which was a blessing, because once you've had COVID, you're susceptible to getting pneumonia. And I am more susceptible because I've had it numerous times. Because I had been using black seed oil in the past, I hadn't really gotten pneumonia for a while. I mean, for some years, a few years. So I was blessed. I felt privileged to have bronchitis and not have COVID again, and to not have pneumonia. So that was great. So what my update today is about how I feel post NAD. my NAD injection that I got. You know, I got the NAD infusion, which is a rejuvenating type of infusion, and that's in a previous video, or you can look it up. And so I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm still a little tired. I always like to, I'm going to give you my thorns first, then I'll give you my roses. I'm still a little tired. Like, I get up in the morning and I get on my bike, but you know, I ain't going over 20 minutes really. I mean, I really don't have the energy to do so. So I'm still a little fatigued. Okay. But other than that, I used to couldn't travel to Dallas from Tulsa. That's 4 hours. Without my back hurt. Oh, my back hurt. Oh, my feet is swelling. Oh, my hands are swelling. Oh, I gotta stop using the bathroom. All this. I don't have any complaints. So I'm traveling much better without any type of, you know, symptoms, any aches, any pains. I still have minimal pain. I wake up in the morning and I have minimal pain. My menstruation cycle again was easy. Easy. If I didn't look at my calendar, I would have forgot it was coming. Now, my husband might say I had a little bit of an attitude. And I think I've been more emotional. Oh, let me give you, I don't know if this is a thorn or not, but this is the next thing. I had less brain fog. So I've decided that brain fog helps you through grief. Because when you go through a tier 1 loss, like a child, like I did, when you go through a tier 1 loss, brain fog is inevitable. So now that my brain fog is lifting because of the NAD injection, I think my grief is more poignant. Because I have come to the conclusion that the fog helped mask the distress that I would have had. And because I'm a toucher and a feeler of my feelings and my issues and my pain, I don't know that it was helped me along the way, because now my grief is so poignant, you know, I can just break down at any time. I'm feeling it. I can see it more clearly. And I think it's because the brain fog lifted. So we complain about brain fog in grief and with COVID, but I think that the brain fog probably is a protector. Anyway, we'll delve into that a little bit more. If you guys want to talk about that more, let me know. And I'm going to do it again because, you know, I'm not as on point as I was, but I'm still 100% more on point than I was prior to that. You know, after I got it. So I'm not as on point as I was right after the NAD, but I'm way better than I was prior to the NAD. Let me just say it like that. So anyway, if you like what I'm doing, if you want to continue to see the videos and continue to be a part of this community, to continue to be uplifted and to uplift, and continue to love on folks, then please like, comment, you know, ask me questions. Tell me what you want to see. Subscribe to my channel, please. So therefore, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever another video is coming out. And thank you guys for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for this. Thank you for letting this be a safe platform. And just love somebody. You guys have a great evening.